Hello everyone and welcome to Daria Draws. As you might have guessed by the title, today we're talking a little bit about burnouts and artist blocks. I'm by no means a psychologist, but I can speak from my own experience and hopefully some of the advices might help you as well. In my own understanding, artist blocks and burnouts are pretty much the same thing, but burnouts can be a little more intense and a little more long lasting. The way I deal with both is almost the same. So, for starters, I would say that both of them are like flu in the sense that you do get sick a little bit mentally too. You have no energy, you don't want to create anything, or you don't know how, as if you never even learned that to begin with. So, first thing I would do is stop eating that ice cream when you're sick. So, stop trying to create, stop trying to paint. Might sound counterintuitive, but it does help to get your mind off of the problem. Now, how to take your mind off of something you can't stop thinking of. The easiest way to do that is actually just by cleaning your space. I do that. I clean my apartment. That's something that just helps me clear my head and clean my space, declutter it. That will actually kind of inspire you, or at least make you feel though like you achieved something, even though you are still in a crisis. So it's just the little victories. And if you have any other activities you like to do, like, I don't know, maybe cooking, maybe just going out for a jog, feel free to do those as well. After that, if art is your full-time job, as it is for me, and you have no idea how to start doing something, simply don't start. What you can do is finish off some old works that you've been putting away for long. You don't need too much creativity, you just need to pick it up and finish it. It's just like, you just need your technical skills, and that's it. You don't really need any inspiration for that. And then once you kind of start feeling just a little better but still not quite right, you can actually copy your previous works or modify them. Like if you have an old painting that was considered done a few years back and you feel like you can do a much better job adding this and that, or removing something, or just altering it in general, do that, because technically you're not starting anything new, but you are doing something new. So your mind will kind of get reboosted. It's like restarting a computer almost. Another great exercise to do while you're in crisis is to copy old master's work, or any master's work. If you have any art albums or an anatomy book or anything that contains pictures, really, you can just copy that, and then you will find yourself wanting to add something from yourself, and that's how the creativity process is being kind of renewed in you. And after you had the main part of the crisis behind you, it's kind of like that bittersweet feeling after you have a fight with somebody. You feel like the fight is almost over, but you still kind of hold the grudge at the same time. The feeling is kind of similar here too. So you don't want to start a new painting too intensely, choose a smaller format, or maybe go for a simpler subject of painting, like start off by flowers and fruits, or something a bit more simple, something that doesn't challenge your technical skills too much, or your creativity too much. If you're not, for example, a realist painter, but you're doing more expressive stuff. So don't push yourself too hard, I would say. Let your state become a little more stable in that sense, but just push yourself a little bit, because if you don't paint at all, it really is hard to start again. You feel like you forgot everything, even if you didn't, and there's so much hesitation, and that will just kind of stop you even more. Of course, getting some new materials works great. If you have the chance to go to like an art supply store and get yourself some new paints or some new liners, or even get something you haven't really tried before, just to get you out of the comfort zone, and so that you don't expect too much from yourself, because this is a new material, so you're not very confident with it. But you know, just trying something a little bit new would greatly benefit. Of course, artist blocks are different for everyone, and they last for different amounts of time. I remember having one for months, literally, and the less I painted, and the less I kind of tried to, because it has to do with laziness as well. Like, once you let yourself just sit there, you will be sitting there for a very long time. So what I'm trying to say is, even though taking your mind off of the problem, even though like preoccupying yourself with other things, maybe around the house and everything, don't forget that art is something that you have to practice, something that you have to keep doing, and it's not even that your hand kind of forgets how to draw, it's your mind. So keep your mind in training. It's the same thing like the gym. Once you stop training, you start gaining weight, and you just become a little bit lazier overall. So yeah, don't forget that you're an artist in the first place, and even if you're struggling with inspiration, there are other things you can do in the artistic world that do not involve inspiration. I hope what I said did make sense, at least it did to me, and I hope that it might have helped at least one of you out there who's struggling right now. You're definitely not alone, happens to everybody, especially in the creative field. And yeah, if you'd like to support this channel, as always, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.